Part 2 of 4.
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The man who is kind and who practices righteousness, who remains passive amidst the affairs of the world, who considers all creatures on earth as his own self, he attains the immortal being. The true God is ever with him. Please continue watching to hear the songs of Kabir Vegetarian.
No to vegan? 'Cause the dead flesh, blood, pus, and all those filthy things don't matter to you. True?
If you visit Limbuwan, you will hear Savaro. That's hello in Limbu. I am Bala. The wise Limbuwan people admire your compassionate and elevated awareness for all beings. May heaven always bless you with joy and prosperity. Kabir was a great Indian poet who was fully devoted to the Creator. He was a saint who not only endeavored to live the truth, he wrote about it through his divine gift of verse. A weaver by profession, Kabir is considered as one of the world's greatest poets and one of the most quoted authors. The Holy Scripture Guru Granth Sahib contains over 500 verses by Kabir. Kabir's message is universal. Perhaps that is why many still revere Kabir as a saint. Whether they are a Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, or modern spiritual seekers. In India, the religious community that recognizes Kabir as their prophet is called Kabir Panth. Compositions of Kabir have been compiled into the Holy Bijak, considered as the sacred collection of scriptures for devotees of Kabir Panth. It is believed that Kabir was brought up in the Islamic faith by Muslim weavers. In the Islamic world, the name Kabir or Al-Kabir means the Great One. It is also one of the names of God given in the Quran. Kabir's writings highlight a synthesis between both Muslim and Hindu thought. He described himself as being at once the child of Allah and of Ram. The book, Songs of Kabir, illustrates the mystic's thoughts and emotions whose range includes ecstasy, despair, beatitude, devotion, eagerness, illuminations, and intimate love of God. Today we would like to continue to introduce you to the wisdom from the Songs of Kabir. The selections from Songs 65 to 76 reveal the importance of seeking and practicing with a perfect living master and the genuine path to God realization. Song 65. O brother, when I was forgetful, my true Guru showed me the way. Then I left off all rites and ceremonies. I bathed no more in the holy water. Then I learned that it was I alone who was mad, and the whole world beside me was sane, and I had disturbed these wise people. From that time forth, I knew no more how to roll in the dust and obeisance. I do not ring the temple bell. I do not set the idol on its throne. I do not worship the image with flowers. It is not the austerities that mortify the flesh, which are pleasing to the Lord. When you leave off your clothes and kill your senses, you do not please the Lord. The man who is kind and who practices righteousness, who remains passive amidst the affairs of the world, who considers all creatures on earth as his own self, he attains the immortal being. The true God is ever with him. Kabir says he attains the true name, whose words are pure and who is free from pride and conceit. Song 67. I do not know what manner of God is mine. The mullah cries aloud to him, and why? Is your Lord deaf? The subtle anklets that ring on the feet of an insect when it moves are heard of him. Tell your beads, paint your forehead with the mark of your God, and wear matted locks long and showy, but a deadly weapon is in your heart, and how shall you have God? Song 69. If God be within the mosque, then to whom does this world belong? If Ram be within the image which you find upon your pilgrimage, then who is there to know what happens without? Hari is in the east, Allah is in the west. Look within your heart, for there you will find both Kareem and Ram. All the men and women of the world are his living forms. Kabir is the child of Allah and of Ram. He is my Guru. He is my Pir, saint. Song 71. Go thou to the company of the good, where the beloved one has his dwelling place. Take all thy thoughts and love and instruction from thence. Tell me, how could thou hold a wedding feast if the bridegroom himself were not there? Waver no more. Think only of the beloved. Set not thy heart on the worship of other gods. There is no worth in the worship of other masters. Kabir deliberates and says, thus thou shalt never find the beloved. Song 72. The jewel is lost in the mud, and all are seeking for it. Some look for it in the east, some in the west, some in the water, and some amongst stones. But the servant Kabir has appraised it at its true value, and has wrapped it with care in the end of the mantle of his heart. Song 75. The Vedas say that the unconditioned stands beyond the world of conditions. O human, what does it avail thee to dispute whether he is beyond all or in all? See thou everything as thine own dwelling place. The mist of the pleasure and pain can never spread there. There Brahma is revealed day and night. There light is his garment, light is his seat, light rests on thy head. Kabir says, the Master who is true, he is all light. Song 76. Open your eyes of love and see him who pervades this world. Consider it well and know that this is your own country. When you meet the true Guru, he will awaken your heart. He will tell you the secret of love and detachment, and then you will know indeed that he transcends this universe. This world is the city of truth. Its maze of paths enchants the heart. We can reach the goal without crossing the road. Such is the sport unending. Where the ring of manifold joys ever dances about him, there is the sport of eternal bliss. When we know this, then all our receiving and renouncing is over. From then on, the heat of having shall never scorch us more. He is the ultimate rest unbounded. He has spread his form of love throughout all the world. From that ray which is truth, streams of new forms are perpetually springing, and he pervades those forms. All the gardens and groves and bowers are abounding with blossom, and the air breaks forth into ripples of joy. There the swan plays a wonderful game. There the unstruck music eddies around the Infinite One. There, in the midst of the throne of the unheld, is shining, whereon the great being sits. Millions of suns are shamed by the radiance of a single hair of his body. On the harp of the road, what true melodies are being sounded, and its notes pierce the heart. There the eternal fountain is playing its endless life streams of birth and death. They call him emptiness, who is the truth of truths, in whom all truths are stored. There within him creation goes forward, which is beyond all philosophy, for philosophy cannot attain to him. There is an endless world, O my brother, and there is the nameless being, of whom nothing can be said. Only he knows it who has reached that region. It is other than all that is heard and said. No form, no body, no length, no breadth is seen there. How can I tell you that which it is? He comes to the path of the infinite, on whom the grace of the Lord descends. He is freed from births and deaths who attains to him. Kabir says, "It cannot be told by the words of the mouth. It cannot be written on paper. It is like a dumb person who tastes a sweet thing. How shall it be explained?"
I can't sleep at night knowing the amount of animals that are being tortured and abused, and until every cage in every animal laboratory, until every farm factory is shut down. Chef AJ, vegan.
Spiritual viewers, thank you for being with us today on Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Lena Pillar's Nature Park, Records of Earth's Heritage, right after noteworthy news. May your benevolent ideals be fulfilled in God's merciful grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/WOW।